Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Foreclosure Help 777, where we talk about everything foreclosure related. This is the website on Facebook. If you want to join, it's a private group, and we'll be happy to help you out if you're going through foreclosure, or you have questions about what it's like to go through it, or maybe you want to sue the bank or whatever. But this is a good group of people, and we all are here to help each other. So if you have any questions, just come over here or send me an email to my Gmail account. It's foreclosurehelp777@gmail.com. Okay, guys, and thank you for subscribing if you have. And today we're going to talk about some things I think you'll be interested in hearing. First thing I want to go over, though, is give an update on Marlon's case. As you can see, he was in the court in Texas, the state court, and if you look at his case, you'll see that he filed his amended complaint and then they removed it to federal court, as you can see right here. And they even canceled the bench trial that was scheduled March of next year. So now it's in federal court. And something else interesting that happened in Marlon's case is he filed a FOIA request. I think we talked about that last week. The Freedom of Information Act to the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. And they gave him a case number, and they responded back, and they were basically stating that these trusts don't exist. So it's saying records pertaining to these cessation of operations of the Citigroup Mortgage Loan Trust 2019C and the Igloo V Series Trust or 5 Series Trust. Records are documents that indicate no new loans can be added to either trust after the closing date, including any policies, procedures, restrictions, or exceptions relevant to this matter. If new loans can be added to the trust after the closing date, please provide the expectations or conditions that would allow a loan to enter the trust after the closing date. Please provide a requested records in electronic format. It says, based on the information that you provided in your letter, we conducted a thorough search of the SEC's various systems of records, but did not locate or identify any records responsive to your request. Please see the enclosed information related to SEC filings regarding mortgage-backed securities. And basically they say blah blah blah, if you have any other questions, contact us again, that kind of stuff. But just so you know, that means that they couldn't find the trust. And we actually called a U.S. bank and asked them, where was this Igloo Series Trust? They had no idea what we were talking about, thought we were crazy. So we're going to try to get a recording of that call. It'll be the next thing we try to get. The other thing I want to go over, guys, is a lot of you have been reaching out to me, asking me what things that you need to remember to do when you're filing a complaint against the bank. So I came up with a list of things that I wanted to go over with y'all so you wouldn't make mistakes, And if you have questions, again, you can always reach out to me. But before you file your complaint, you want to make sure that you gather all your evidence. You want to make sure all your QWR letters to the servicer are in order. Hopefully you do this ahead of time. QWR letters to the trustee that claims it owns your loan. Send a FOIA request via email to the SEC, which I told you they do respond back pretty quickly. That's FOIAPA@sec.gov. Audit your payment history and create a spreadsheet. And if you got Excel and you know how to use Excel, that's great. You definitely can see how they've been messing with your payments if you create a spreadsheet. Go through all of your 1098 mortgage interest statements. And you want to compare the dates and amounts in that with what's on your spreadsheet, and you'll find a lot of errors. Go through any loan modification paperwork you might have. They do a lot of nasty things with loan mods and create hidden balloon payments and such. So you want to go through your loan modification paperwork and decide if you want to add that to your complaint too. Go to your recorder of deeds office and obtain what is there. Get like assignments of mortgage or deed of trust. So assignments are important. That's what they record without you knowing. That's what they do when they switch gears and want to foreclose. If you're in a non-judicial state, they'll do this with a substitution trustee for a deed of trust. And so you want to get what you can on your property and have it for your records. It's real important that you have all of that, because if there's defects in the chain of title, it'll be in that deeds office. Get a copy of your promissory note from the servicer and see if it has been properly endorsed. If the trust owns it, it should be made out to the trust properly. If not, you can put that information as a defect on your complaint. Ready to file your complaint. Okay, so you got it all together. You want to make 2 hard copies of your complaint with your exhibits. Make sure that your cover pages to your exhibits are properly notated and basically the exhibits are clear with no fuzzy images. Invest in a good computer for word processing. I use a desktop and a printer with ink and paper. Keep all your receipts. You want to keep all your receipts every time you use paper, ink. If you have to pay for process service, keep receipts for everything regarding this case, because if you win your case, they will have to pay you back for all of this. So definitely keep a record of everything you spend on your case. Printer, ink included. And so basically you want to use a good word processing program like OpenOffice by Apache, which is what I use. It's a free program. I can show you on my desktop what it looks like here. It has what looks like are 2 seagulls flying. OpenOffice. You download it online and it's free. Okay, so that's a good thing to have. Anyway, so we are on the next page now here. The day that you file your complaint. Alright, you got it ready to go. Before printing it out, make sure it's in the proper format. Before you print it out, make sure it's double spaced at 12 point and that the headings are 14 point, that you have page numbers at the bottom of each page, and basically you want to make sure it's all in the right format, that your cover page and table of contents and your complaint and everything else has to be in the right order. And then another thing is you got to download and print out from the website. Let's say you're going to file in federal court. You want to go to the website and print out a summons and a civil cover sheet. And I can show you what that looks like. If you go, let's use Sabrina's court case as an example. She's in the Eastern District of Missouri. So you just go to the forums. And then you'll see where it says civil cover sheet. Let's see here. Subpoenas. Regular civil cover sheets in here. There it is. There's your summons. Summons in a civil action. You see, that's what you need for your summons. And it comes up in Adobe format, and it'll let you type it in so you can put it all in there. You'll put your name and the defendant's name and the address of where it's going. If it's going to be served, you want to say, in care of this process service company. And the other thing you'll want to print out is the civil cover sheet, which is right here. And it looks like this. And it's pretty basic. You can save it and fill it out again before printing it out. Plaintiffs, defendants, basis of jurisdiction. Most people use diversity, which is number 4. Diversity jurisdiction, meaning that the mortgage company is in a different state than you are, which is in a lot of cases. And then down here, cause of action, it's going to ask what you want, you know, what it's real property. If you're doing a quiet title, you want to do number 290, all other real property. So you basically just fill this out as best you can, guys. If you need help, you can ask me. I've done this plenty of times. And then you print this out. So it'll be with your complaint and your summons. Okay, guys, the next step is to decide what process service company you want to use. Most folks use ABC Legal, which makes it pretty easy. Just go to their website. You need to know the name of the registered agent that accepts process service. So to find that, you go to the Department of State or Secretary of State and look up the business entity search. An example, put in your mortgage lender's name, let's say it's PHH Mortgage, and it will come up and you'll see it'll say it's active and good standing, and you click on it and it brings up the information about the process server, the name of, and their name of the company and their address. And you need to put that, I usually put it on the complaint itself under the party section. I'll say PHH Mortgage is a mortgage servicer and primary principal place of business, and I would put, you know, that address, and then I would say the agent that accepts process service is this company and this address. That way it makes it easy when you're doing all this stuff. It's right there on your complaint. And then what you'll need to do is assemble everything in the correct order: civil cover sheet, summons, complaint cover page, table of contents, complaint, and then your verification, your notary page, and exhibits last. Make sure you attach a paperclip to each exhibit with its proper cover page. And then you want to print out your Liz pendants and have it ready to go. Go to the notary first to have everything notarized, and your Liz pendants too. Go to the courthouse and file your complaint. Have them stamp a copy for you to keep. You will get a case number. Ask if a summons is mailed or emailed. Write the case number on your Liz pendants and take it over to the Recorder of Deeds office. That's where you get your assignments. You know, assignment of deed of trust or assignment of mortgage, and ask them to record and file it. After you file your complaint, log into the court's website to check it when it shows up online. Download all your documents to your computer in electronic format and save them in PDF format. You can combine all the exhibits and your complaint together online if you Google combine PDF files, and it's a free website. You can just drag and drop them and they will combine them for you. Once you obtain your electronic file on your complaint and exhibits, and you have received your summons from the court, you need to scan that summons in electronic format as well. So everything is in electronic format and ready to go. You go to ABC Legal, create an account. Basically, you will upload all your files to them and pay the filing fee, and they will serve the other side. You tell them the agent that accepts process service, like we went over for the company, and it takes a few days, but you will get a certificate of service from them after they serve them. Take the certificate of service from ABC and you file that with the court. Do this as soon as you get it. They have 21 days to file a response. If they fail to respond, you can file a motion for an entry of default judgment, or judgment by default. If the bank files a motion to dismiss, you can either file an amended complaint or file an opposition to motion to dismiss. If the bank files an answer, you can file leave to file an amended complaint with proposed amended complaint, or you can file a reply motion. The court will issue a scheduling order which will cover the time frame for discovery to be completed. And so that pretty much ends what we're talking about today, which is, a lot of these questions people have about how to, do all this. And again, if you have any questions, you can send me an email. I'll be happy to answer your question for you. And y'all know that I don't give legal advice. I'm not an attorney. I'm just a homeowner that fought the banks as well, and we all stand together to help each other. So today's my birthday, guys. Thank you for your happy birthday wishes. I appreciate them all. I hope everyone has a blessed day.